Welcome back to A Life Unpacked. It's the holiday week. We don't have a ton of work this week, couple of days, but I'm really going to focus on eating good this week as to not have like a rough week next week. And trying to get to the gym every single day or trying to do some kind of activity every single day. I really need to super focus on my wellness. So let's get started. We're going to start with a little bit of yoga and we'll see where the rest of the week takes us. Let's go. So I've been practicing yoga for about 4 months now. This is the first time I've actually worked up the nerve to show myself on camera doing this. When I first started my weight loss journey, I knew that I needed a way to move that didn't feel like a chore, something that was a little bit easier. I needed something that helped me get out of my head. I'm definitely not hitting the perfect poses still, and my size does affect how I do those poses, so I modify them for me. You'll see me pretty wobbly and such still. I'm not very great at balancing, but that's kind of the whole point. It's not about being a professional, it's about showing up. When I'm feeling stiff or I'm tired, this really kind of helps waken me up. It's been a great mental health reset and taking time for myself. Honestly, it's one of the few times that I'm not even thinking of the things that I have to do. I just breathe and move, and I'm okay exactly being where I am. It has helped so much with my balance, with my core strength, and with my strength in general for other types of things. So I did end up getting on the bike after the yoga for about 20 minutes. Just did like a low impact ride, but I did not want to work out. My body was pretty sore from body pump yesterday, but after the yoga, I was starting to feel good. My muscles were warming up. So I was like, you know what, let's get on the bike, do something low impact. So that'll wrap up for that'll give me like almost an hour of workout. So great, glad I got that done. Now I need to shower, make some dinner for the night, and we'll relax for the rest of the evening. So I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store. I've got to grab some bananas for a detox smoothie I want to make. And I got to stop by my father-in-law's and bring in the garbage cans for him. He's a little bit older, has a hard time walking, so I'm going to swing by and take care of that. But first, we have to deal with these boxes. This is normal life for us. So this goes into the laundry room, pantry area, and then whenever we have recycling, we just kind of like throw it out the door. So we end up with like this mess, typically, that happens. I do have a can up here that's got like, this is like smaller recycling type stuff, but like, there's puzzles here and there's stuff. This is a whole project, this garage. This garage is just like a mess. We have to clean out this garage. And this freezer, oh my gosh, look at this freezer. Here's another project we'll do someday. This freezer is horrid. It needs to really be cleaned out. So yeah, that's a whole project, but I'm gonna tackle these boxes. So let's do this and then we'll get to the grocery store. Okay. Let's give it a try. So I get a lot of ginger, but not an obtrusive amount because ginger can be very fickle. It's fresh ginger, so it tastes really bright in that sense, but it doesn't taste like... It's sweeter than I expected it to be. Probably because I added a little more pineapple and maybe a little bit too much of the maple syrup. But it's really good. Yeah, I actually really like that. Excellent. All right, I'm going to enjoy this. And then it's Christmas Eve today, so we really need to clean the house. We have people coming over tomorrow, so I want to get the bathroom clean, the living room. I got a steam mop. This kitchen is a mess, so that needs to get taken care of, but I'm going to enjoy this. It's almost lunchtime. Probably going to have a little bit for lunch, maybe like a salad, and then we will get cleaning this afternoon. All right, let's go. So I have the day off today, so I'm hanging out downstairs, and obviously I have some to-do lists I want to, clean, and, I just made my smoothie. This is delicious, by the way. I'm really liking that. I'm going to have to make that again. But, doing some admin stuff. I just posted in Instagram and uploaded my video clips and stuff like that to get started on editing since I have today off. But, so we used to play World of Warcraft, and that's actually how I met Jeff. We met in World of Warcraft, and it was like a big part of our lives for a long time. I stopped playing maybe a year and a half ago, solidly. I mean, I dabble here and there, but they just came out with the the player housing stuff, and oh my god, it's so cute. It's so hard not to want to go back. I am so tempted sometimes, and I know Jeff wants to play it, but the housing is so cute. I'm like, oh, I just want to go and collect all the things and make like a little like library. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this little library sitting near this guy's mouth. Don't mind Asher. This is so cute. I'm like, I want to do this. Oh my gosh, and a little kitchen. Oh my god. Yeah, super tempted to anyway, yeah, super tempted to want to play that again. I really shouldn't though. I gotta focus on my health. I gotta do this. If I get into that, I know that's all I'm gonna want to do. But what else? What else is I gonna come on here and discuss? Asher, stop with the ball. Stop with the toy. What are you doing? Let's go look at it. Where's the toy? Why are you making all that noise? What is this toy? What is that toy? What is that? Oh, look at the little sploots. It's a half sploots. Oh! Where's your toy? Get it! Get it! Oh my god, I love him. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I was gonna say. I'm not noticing a difference in my weight change with eating better and working out, and my weight still remained the same. But I'll tell you what, my skin, my face, I have been feeling like it's so healthy right now. I've got a couple breakouts, but typically I've been battling acne since I was a teenager. I have always had a problem with it. I've always had to fight off some kind of random thing happening on my face. But I'll tell you what, like right now, it is like so clear. Now I'm not getting my hopes up because more than likely I'll get something here in a couple of days. But right now it is so nice. And like putting on like any kind of like sunscreen or lotion or anything, it's not in pain or anything like that. It's so nice. Fortunately, like for somebody in my 40s, I do not have a lot of wrinkles. I don't use a lot of product to combat that. I literally just use like soap and water, minimal makeup, and I don't have a lot of wrinkles going on. Not that I really care if I even had any, but I do have a very young looking face and skin. However, I still have to deal with that acne. But yeah, it's great. It's great that all the extra water is probably helping, honestly, and just not having as much milk products. I've heard that milk and dairy is really bad for like acne and stuff like that. Used to go to an esthetician, and she kind of told me to cut back on those kinds of things to help combat the acne a little bit. So yeah, it's that is a definite non-scale victory. It's Sunday. I let the week get away from me again, obviously. Last I saw you was Christmas. So we had dinner, and clearly had a huge mess to clean up. I was planning, my plan was to clean up on Friday and tape that, but Friday I ended up working. I didn't take the day off, so I worked. It was very slow. It was pretty much not doing much, but I just kind of rested and took it easy. I did the dishes throughout the day, so it wasn't like all the dishes at once. And then Saturday, it snowed. It snowed overnight Friday night. So Saturday, I actually ended up skipping my gym class, and I ended up going to I did our driveway. I have to hand shovel our driveway right now because our snowblower is having some issues. So the plan is to fix that in the spring. So in the meantime, I'm going to have to hand do the driveway, which is fine. It's good cardio. It's good work for me to do. So I handed our driveway. Then I went over to my father-in-law's house and I snowblowed his driveway. I did some grocery shopping for the week because I'm starting a new meal plan tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about that. Every week I feel like I say, next week I'm going to do better. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to make better choices. And I feel like every week I'm failing that. I start off with good intentions, but it's hard to keep to that discipline. And I really need to find that discipline. I say that at the end of the week, every week when I reflect back how hard it is. Yesterday I didn't come to the gym class, and today I didn't want to come. I'm here. I'm in the parking lot. I'm definitely going to go in about 10 minutes, but I don't want to. It's hard. It's hard when you weigh this much and you're not seeing any kind of progress. It's hard to breathe. I have a lot of weight I carry on my neck. It's hard to constantly be, doing exercises that like if I'm lifting weights above my head, or if I'm doing anything like that, it constricts airway, and it's irritating. It's exhausting. I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very frustrated. But we're gonna trudge forward. We're gonna trudge forward and do it again. I'm going to try changing up my meal plan next week. I'm going to work out a little bit more next week if I say I'm going to. Hopefully I will. I'll try to keep myself very accountable. I'm going to try to vlog. I'm going to post about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'll try my hardest, and I will continue to try my hardest, because even if I don't see anything physically changing or numbers on the scale changing, I know the exercise is good for me, and it's good for my joints. It's good for my organs. It is good for me in a lot of ways. There are changes that I do see. I know that I have more stamina and such. So we're going to push through it. We're going to push through this difficult time, this frustration. And yes, that number on that scale is back up there again because of the holidays. I shouldn't say because of the holidays. I need to learn the discipline. I need to learn to say no to the food. I need to learn to say yes to the exercise, even with a holiday, and make it no different than any other day. So, lessons, I would say learned, but we'll see if I learn it next time there's a holiday. That's the reality of it. But it's frustrating, and if you feel this way, you're not alone either, because I'm right here. And I know there's others that struggle with this, and there's others that succeed at it. So, I try to look for them for motivation, and we'll keep pushing through. So the plan right now is that I'm going to go into the gym. I got my body pump class I'm going to do, and we'll get home. I'm going to do a little meal prep for next week. And I will update you when I get home on, my book status, for the week. And then we'll wrap this week up, and hopefully we'll have a better week next week. So gotta just stay positive, right? All right. I'm here to wrap up the end of the week. I had a great day at the gym. I pushed through pretty well. I think I did all the squats actually, which usually I don't. I have a knee issue and a hip issue. Of course, they're opposite. My right knee has issues and my left hip has issues. So doing not really squats. I do good with the squats. I don't do good with lunges. So I usually am struggling with that. So anyway, I was able to get through the whole set, which was great. Let's see, to wrap up the end of the week here, I finished Dungeon Crawler. I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. What a great book. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. The narrator is, like I've said 100 times, amazing narrator. They have a good time doing that production for sure. I rated it a 5-star. If there was 10 stars, it would go to 10. I couldn't wait to start into the next one, so I downloaded the next audiobook right away, and I got straight into the next one because I had to know what they were getting up to. And what's kind of great is, so the next book is called Carl's Doomsday Scenario, and it kind of picks up right where the last book left off. So right at the level that he was at in the dungeon, just continues straight on from there. Not a lot of explaining about the previous book, which was nice. I'm still reading A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe by Alex White. A little more than halfway through this one now. Great book. I wouldn't say Firefly vibes. The only thing that's similar to Firefly is it's a motley crew on a spaceship in the outer space, and they're doing missions. I don't think it's as entertaining and funny as Firefly. I was a big Firefly fan. I really enjoyed them. It has, I guess, similar aspects because like there's mechanics, and this has got some magic in it, which is kind of interesting because usually when you have a sci-fi based book, you're not dealing with a lot of magic. So there is a magic system in this book, and that makes it kind of interesting. Already we've lost a character that was beloved. I really was enjoying this character, and then they got taken out by the bad guy, and it was kind of like okay, no one's safe. So that happened. But great book. I'm really enjoying this a lot. It's a good time. So we'll keep on reading that. So thanks for hanging out with me this week. I'm really looking forward to next week and our changes that we're doing. I can't wait to talk about them, and I'm looking really forward to it. So we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.